What up, everybody? This is Jay Celine. This is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yo, what up? It's your boy, Giovanni. Hola.
And we're back. So it has been probably the longest week of my entire life.
Yes.
Except for the time my mom left me at the group home, but we can talk about that another show. Okay, so Melissa, what'd you do this week?
Well, my weekend was not as exciting as yours since you were actually in Houston at the Super Bowl.
I don't need you to blow up the spot about. I'm going to do my own weekend recap. Here's the thing. She always trying to control everything I'm doing. Just tell your weekend and say, let
my
me.
God.
Don't take my thunder.
From the man that likes to broker my fucking vagina.
That's different. That belongs to me in the community that I'm trying to serve.
He paying rent on that poisse.
Please don't say that word anymore.
What poisse?
I'm allergic.
Stop it.
Continue on,
It's
Ms.
even
Ford.
worse than
Can we talk about your
the fuck?
Now you're doing his
I'm
signature.
never going
call.
to do it again. I'm just stating how
That's like what you just did is like tattooing the McDonald's arch on your fucking
That was dumb as shit because it's a certain vibrato you got to hit. But continue.
Whatever.
It's too hot in here for this coonery. Can you please tell us what you did this week?
It fucking is. I went to watch the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, I went
to watch it too.
Yeah, I know. I was a couple of mansion parties. That was it. One was very, very black, and the other was very, very white.
You didn't go to Diddy's?
I don't know. The first one was some athletes my girlfriend's trying to check for. And then the second one was just, I don't know, just some white friends I got. It was cool.
Okay.
Did you get lit?
The what?
Did you get lit? Not licked, lit.
Lit.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a couple cocktails.
Who were you going for?
Who was she going for? Because the Super Bowl's over by now.
Yeah.
I said who'd you go for?
Oh, I thought you said who are you going for?
No.
Atlanta. I wanted them to win because I just did. I like everybody else. They were the underdog, and I just wanted to see them win, and that was it.
Well, they didn't.
Obviously. And you know what? This is why everybody was kind of comparing it to, Trump winning the presidency, is because at halftime, the score was like, 29-3 or something like that. There's never been a comeback like that in NFL history.
I'll tell you, they had that Denzel speech in the locker room. Somebody came in and pumped them up.
No. Because third quarter, they were still, kind of floundering. They came back, and it was like by the end of the third quarter, it was like, 29-12 or something like that. But the fourth quarter, I was just like,
the momentum changed when they fumbled the ball.
It really did.
Yeah.
It really did.
Congrats
Well, since you already took my thunder, I guess I'll go ahead and just share that I actually went to the Super Bowl, and it was my first time at a Super Bowl. I've been to Super Bowl weekend. For all the African Americans out there, you understand what that means. This is where you show up in the area, but you don't actually go.
Right.
So I actually went to the Super Bowl. And, I don't really watch sports, so I forced myself to enjoy the experience for everybody else who couldn't be there. So I did Instagram Live most of the game.
I watched.
Because people were just like, yo, go live for us so we could be there. So, and it was a cool experience. So we got there, right? And it was funny because I'm not going to get into names or whatever, but somebody that was with us, a black woman, had, she has black hair, and it started to rain. So she had another person's ticket who was not a black woman, and she was on the other side of the gate and was refusing to bring the person her ticket because it was raining and she wanted to get her hair wet.
Wow.
That debauchery took a long time to settle because it's kind of hard to get somebody in the Super Bowl that don't have a ticket. And
it's impossible.
And then it's hard to get a black woman who don't want to get her hair wet to come out and get her hair wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just needless to say, we did a lot of arguing. We threw up Floyd's name around and we got in. But
y'all was out there heavy.
He took 37 people to the Super Bowl and he bet on the Falcons and lost. I mean, we also, we're going for the Falcons, but
and Floyd bet's big.
Yes.
No, it wasn't too big.
Okay.
So it was money he had already won. So it was like,
gotcha.
whatever. But I will tell you though, like first quarter, or is it they're quarters, right? Shit, I don't
First
know
half, first quarter.
No, first quarter was was number one.
The first 15 minutes.
When it says 1 on the screen, that's
Yes.
first quarter.
That's first 15 minutes, yeah.
First quarter, they were up 21 points. We were like,
Feeling good.
Shit, the Falcons shut them out.
Yeah.
They were playing hard. There was these 3 white kids sitting behind me who were Patriots fans. So they were like, hey, yo, who are y'all with? These kids probably 13 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, we're Falcons. They were Patriots. They were cussing the entire first quarter. Like, fuck, motherfucker. I'm looking like, where are your parents at?
Rich as fuck somewhere.
Rich as fuck. Parents were probably in Sky with Jesus watching the game. But nonetheless, I think the first half they played really hard. But when they went to the
When it was
locker room.
halftime, yeah.
I'm telling
And
you.
when Lady Gaga came out, you know what I said? While we're enjoying the show, I said, they are back there getting a pep talk of their life.
I'm telling you, Denzel from Remember the Titans. Hey, I need you to go out there and do your job, huh? I'm telling you, he went in there and did something happened.
They came back and it was like a different team was on the field.
Man, it was amazing,
And
bro.
they shut out the Falcons.
I cried a little bit.
Well, here's the thing: is the Patriots are famous for having the long game. You know what I'm saying? Like you can never.
So am I.
I was just about to say, damn, you beat me to it.
Clearly.
I don't want to know
Typically
anything
do.
about either one of yours long game. Anyways, but they're known for, having the stamina to compete at like first quarter level intensity all the way through the game.
I mean, but when they came back from halftime,
Falcons got comfortable.
It was just nonstop. And the Falcons that were playing very hard the first half, they weren't playing hard that second half.
Because they was
Yeah, because
they brand new.
when they came back, it was 29-3. That nobody has ever come back from a deficit like that. And the fact that they
shout out to my ex Josh.
and the fact that they went into overtime. This is the first time Super
In
Bowl
history.
in history has ever gone into overtime. I was like, oh, they're fucked now.
I won't lie. I missed the part of going into overtime because I left my seat to go to the box where Floyd was. Some of us got to sit in the box, some of us didn't. But hey, I don't complain because I'm
You
in
at
the
the Super
fucking
Bowl,
building.
right.
Exactly. But I will tell you though, the Falcons performed the second half after I masturbate. Just like
tired as fuck.
I'm gonna get the job done halfway, but I'm not gonna win
Let
all
me
the
ask
way.
you something. Watching it at a sports bar, like the energy was crazy. How was the energy there?
71,000 people screaming at the top of their lungs, and just all like the place reacted almost the same way all the time. And even with two different sets of fans in there. But I will say, like, in the immediate area, you had the Falcons fans and you had the Patriot fans. And I won't lie, when motherfuckers rooted a little too hard, real football fans were looking at each other like, nigga, do it again.
Go down.
I thought it was gonna go down in our area.
Right.
So I'm sitting next, and I'm gonna throw his name out there. I'm sitting next to Floyd's DJ Bling.
Shout out Bling.
Bling bets $125,000 on the Patriots.
Wait,
No.
So the first quarter, I literally couldn't even look at him. On my Snapchat, I was just like, I was sitting next to Justin. I go,
Shout out Bling.
I was sitting next to Justin. I go, Justin, what do you think? He was like, man, I don't want to say shit. Bling, the whole time I'm consoling him, but at the same time, Floyd bet on the Falcons.
Yeah.
I would rather want Floyd to win than Bling because if Floyd has a bad day, everybody got to have a bad day. Bling was literally so intense. So he bet another $125,000.
overtime.
No, in the first half to offset his bet so he would break even, and ended up winning both bets.
Shout out to DJ Bling.
So it was like insane that this roller coaster he went on. At the end of the day, the Patriots won, so he won the first bet.
Yeah.
And then what he bet on the second bet was that the Patriots would come up 7 points in the second half, and they clearly won the game.
Wow.
that was a good day to be DJ Bling.
Wow.
I tell you, the first quarter though, I mean the first half,
bet.
it was intense.
I bet.
But we were low key laughing at him on the low, like, nigga, you stupid for betting 100. You don't bet $125,000 unless you got millions and millions, and even then, I wouldn't bet that.
Right.
But
Well, now everybody knows, bet on the Patriots 100% of the time.
Yeah, and
It's, at least 99.9% of the time they're going to come through.
listen, they Illuminati, but they got the job done.
and can I
Listen,
say,
no,
and can I say that don't shout out to the Illuminati, okay? We need y'all. No, but the other person who won at Super Bowl was Lady Gaga. Her performance was amazing.
that was amazing.
Loved.
Shout out to all the dancers, ICL and Kenneth. It was
Mike Silas.
great.
But there were a lot of comparisons to Beyonce, which I thought was unfair for many reasons. One, nobody can stand next to Beyonce, so let it go. Number two, nobody. Lady Gaga. Let me tell you why she did. I'm gonna give you the reasons why she did not perform to the standard of a Beyonce. Beyonce came and performed some of her old songs with her old group members, but then she did most of the show with all new music. Lady Gaga didn't sing new music. It was all her old shit. It was the monster dances.
I think the production was just amazing. That's what made her
But
show
she
amazing.
also,
was
but
stellar.
listen, what Lady Gaga is famous for is making a political statement, and everyone thought that she was going to, everybody thought that she was going to, become, she was going to come out in like practically like a fucking meat dress, and make a really big statement.
Oh, she's past that.
And no. I just think that she just did it very, subtly with music that she'd already.
She made a statement that I don't think she planned for. People are body shaming her because she had a little belly fat.
I loved it.
And I think the fact that she just kept a normal woman's body and she looked great.
I thought she looked amazing.
Sounded great.
I just find it crazy that people are shaming her for looking normal, and she looked great normal.
She looked amazing.
And then so now she's taking a position fighting bullying, which is what she's always done with,
Another check.
I can't believe people had
She's going on tour.
had a problem with a natural woman's stomach, not something that's been like tucked and sucked out and whatever. I like
a little pouch.
I thought she looked adorable.
Yeah, she looked great.
I thought she looked adorable. And she sang my favorite songs, like Born This Way. I love that song. And like Bad Romance.
Listen, the performance was amazing.
It really was. And she jumped off the fucking top of the stadium.
And she jumped off the stage. But this is why
they did that in The Simpsons though already.
But I won't lie. When she performed and she flew onto the stage, you know what I said? Beyonce flies better than that.
You know what? I feel like Beyonce would have flew a little bit better than that.
No, Beyonce has flown better than that. One of her tours.
And then also they tried to create a beef between Gaga and Pink about the whole,
flying
flipping
thing.
with the flying, and Pink went and took social media and said,
and she was like, stop it right now. Let's just put an end to this. I thought Lady Gaga was amazing and I didn't invent flying. Cirque du Soleil did that shit before me, and then she named somebody else.
It's amazing how white people band together when they're being attacked and niggas will tear you down.
Isn't it though? Isn't it though?
But because what I'm finding online, and I don't want to go too much into this, is that I'm looking at how what I'm going through in this journey of building my brand and building my exposure and influence. I'm watching my friends turn into just haters. It's so unfortunate. People that because I come from the place that if I win, you win. Yeah, I was with my best friend in New York, best friend of 20 years, and I told him he's in a different position than I am. I make it, whenever that is, I got you. I don't understand why people hate. I just find it interesting. I went to Houston. I got way more love in Houston than I get in LA. Maybe because they don't see me out there or whatever, but I just, it's just a shame that we don't support each other.
Do you have an example as to who is hating on you right now?
No, nobody that I would give the platform to, honestly.
Okay.
Like, why talk about them?
Okay.
So I just when I see people acting funny, I just cut them off now. Just keep moving.
You could feel that shit too. When somebody start acting funny, you can feel it through a text.
Yeah.
Text, shade. Speaking of text messages, another thing that happened this week, we're going to go there. Giovanni wants the world to know that he is not a homosexual.
However, when you send Jason videos of trannies, it doesn't really help the cause.
Well, I was trying because I thought that would have been a great interview.
When let's back up. The audience doesn't know what we're even talking about, so
Okay.
let's start over. Okay, so I get a message from Giovanni. Do you want to talk about your
it was
message?
in group chat.
Yeah, so I get just Jason's out of town. I don't know where the hell Melissa is, so I'm having free time by myself. So I'm saying, let me be a little pro-productive and
Go to the gay club.
and go to the gay club to book. Can I say her name?
Sure.
Let me book Sydney Starr because they reached out to me to come on the show, and I'm saying, that might be pretty good because she's kind of in the media right now with the whole Welvin and Michael Black. So I go, and she sees me and I say hi and all this shit. So, and I'm asking
And you take
Jason,
a video of her with her nipples out.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
So
Don't want to take your thunder the way y'all took my Super Bowl thunder.
So I'm asking Jason, what do you feel about this? What about her coming on the show? He's like, I'm not against it, but we need to make it work. So I'm thinking to entice him. I'm taking a video of her, not knowing that these chesticles.
No disrespect to Sydney Starr, who's building her brand.
Yeah.
You're not going to entice me with a transsexual.
Wait, but I just thought it would be funny because I didn't know them chesticles was going to pop out.
Those weren't testicles.
I said chesticles.
Okay, so you're going to entice me by sending me nipples on a tranny.
No, listen, I sent it and I'm asking you, what do you think she can be an asset to the show for an interview? And then when she started saying what she wanted to
talk about,
which we wouldn't, then,
I'll
then
say
my job was done.
Giovanni said that she wanted to come on the show and talk about two publicly straight men that she's sexually involved with. I don't out people. It's not something I support. It's what got me in trouble in loving hip hop, and I don't want to use my platform to do that.
Right.
It'd be great. Everybody in the world would talk about it, but at the end of the day, when you're building a brand, you got to stay on brand.
And once you said no, we'll pass just off that, I said, okay, my job here is done and I'm out.
Okay, so then yesterday we get this long text message. Do you want to talk about what the text message said?
Yeah, man, because I seen the fucking
chat.
YouTube comment and I could tell it was from B. Janie, whatever the hell your name is.
Okay, so what did the YouTube comment say?
Yeah, something about I love the show, but you know, Giovanni, if he's not gay, he's definitely bi. And then somebody screenshot some shit and put in the WhatsApp chat room.
No, then you said people were sliding in your DMs.
Oh yeah, man, motherfuckers doing
You're
home
getting
run
real
derbies.
excited.
Yeah. Niggas is moonwalking, crip walking.
No,
in my DMs.
don't even lie. They're fucking sending you dick pics.
No.
Okay, so,
Welcome to my world.
Okay, so they slide.
It's a lot of trannies.
Hold on, so they slide in your. Well, you were out with one, so clearly they withdraw.
I was not out with a tranny.
Okay, well that's not what the video is.
I went to go.
Okay, but listen. So you
somebody.
went in the group chat with our whole team that's on the show and said what?
Hey man, we gonna have to calm down on these gay motherfucking jokes, man, because people start shit is getting out of hand, and these motherfuckers reply back with a whole bunch of laughing out loud. Next thing I know, a sound guy that won't even work his laughing out loud. I'm like, what you doing in the chat room?
First of all, that's not how I responded.
No, here he goes.
I'm not gonna read my response.
No, you responded, and I took heed to everybody.
Here's my.
And I just said,
here's
fuck
my
it.
response.
You're not famous until you gay.
That wasn't my response. That was my writer in Atlanta's response, who's around a lot of the homosexuals out there. What I said was, I'm not going to let one comment of anybody drive how we do the show. People talk shit about me. They talk shit about you. Have you read the comments about you?
I don't want to.
Oh, you got to go read those.
It will never happen.
Oh, they talk shit about you. Anyway, it's great research. I read it, and you know, and when I read things, like one thing that they say, sometimes we talk over each other too much because we get excited. This is the first time we see each other. I don't see you anymore. I never see you. So this is like our time where we get together and have a good time. So we're getting better. Like there's some things we can improve, but you can't improve people's perceptions about you being gay if you hang with transsexuals and you have best friends that are gay.
I love LGBT, but never in my 31 years, and yes, I'm 31 for everybody who does not think I'm 31.
See, like when people say that you're 46, you don't go buy Old products and overdose on getting your skin to look younger. Why get offended? You know,
I think Jason says gay guys hit on me all the time. Bye.
Yeah, like it happens to me all the time. I'm not complaining.
I mean, like you don't see him really complaining about the women sliding up in his DMs. He's just like, stop it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Let me give you brotherly advice. Okay, this is brotherly advice from one brother man to another brother man. When I was fucking with girls and I had a girlfriend and all these niggas kept hitting on me, you know what I did? I said, fuck it. I just started giving into the community. Once you feed them what they need, you get all the support.
So what else is going on?
Okay, so let's just say again for the record, because I had another person text me today saying, because this person saying, oh man, I want you to interview me. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I'm not going to say who he is, but he's a reality star. And I said, why would I interview you? There's nothing here. Like you and I haven't even connected. He said, oh, but bro, I'm not gay. What you mean connect? I just said delete. I said delete my number because that was the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And ladies, if you have a man out there that's insecure about the homosexual community, he's a homosexual.
I concur.
Yeah. I would have to agree that is usually the truth. That is usually
because I just don't understand. And you know the crazy part is when I find ugly niggas that are thinking you want them.
Oh, like that's hilarious. That saying go with chicks too.
Women don't want you, and now niggas don't want you.
I had the nerve to tell this ugly chick the other day. I was like, "Oh, you got some nice ass. I like your shoes." She was like, "I was like, bitch, you ugly. You supposed to take that compliment."
Well,
did you just say her name?
No, I did not say her name.
And let me say that if you're ugly, because we had this whole I read one of the comments online where we had talked about men with little dicks. I'm not gonna say any names, but it was on that video, and this guy got on there. He didn't have a picture, which I felt really bad because I actually read all of the conversation. He started talking about how he has a little dick and how he's really insecure about it, how he gives women all this love, but that his dick is just embarrassing and blah blah. And this woman goes on there and she's like motivating him. They start a support group conversation on YouTube. I'm like, damn. You know, and then he was like, shout out to Jason for saying little dick niggas need love too.
Oh shit.
But anyway, I just think that like if you're not attractive and you're not sexually advanced or interesting, you really shouldn't take a hardline position against the gay community because you're gonna run out of options, and there's gonna be one person in our community that's on Grindr that's willing to give it up.
When you ugly and don't have no sexual type of swag, you got to do shit that good looking people can't do.
And I also wanted to interject here that you and these fucking dreamy green-eyed selfies, that doesn't help your cause the whole I'm not gay
I still
thing.
can't get past the chest hair.
That's okay. I'm preparing for a role.
I know what I got you for your birthday, a bunch of Gillette.
Oh, and by the way, before we proceed forward, Miss Ford,
what the fuck?
You know you fucked up, right? Last time you said Oh yes, that's called piratisation. It's piracy.
What?
Yeah, remember with the jailbroken stick? It's not piratisation.
It was
piracy.
Fire stick that was jailbroken.
Yeah, so she said you can go to jail for that. That's piratisation. Is not piratisation.
You're gonna have to roll
It's
back
called
the tape
piracy.
on that one.
Hold up.
It's called
I know what
piracy.
he's talking
Yep.
about.
I know what he's talking about too.
We'll
Piracy.
when we go to break, we'll Google what piratisation is a word because
And
you
I
did
don't know
say
if I-
it.
I don't
You
know if I said it.
No, you said
Yeah,
it.
you said that shit.
But it's okay. Listen, I fucking didn't know that T and off and whatever was all the same shit. We make mistakes. This show is moving pretty fast.
Well,
If you
hold
want-
on one second here.
You said
If I did,
piratisation.
if I did say it, congrats to you
Okay.
for like
Wait.
digging through that
Wait.
haystack to find the
watch
fucking
this.
needle.
Watch this. Okay, to our listeners listening online right now, watching this video, check this out.
It's called piratisation.
They won't be. They
Hi.
won't. Okay, now we're back. So you said it. Perfect. We have a litany. We have a litany of hot topics.
My word.
To talk about. Well, we have a piratisation of the Black History Month title.
What really sucks is when
I
you're,
do.
when you're when you're right 98% of the time.
and
That's
that
2%. God damn it. God damn it.
So speaking of piratisation, our new President Donald John Trump, has renamed Black History Month
Oh God.
Two.
I don't know what
to
he,
National African American Month.
That sound like y'all niggas still.
This is my thing. This is what happens when you give the bad kid who ain't shit in class the honor roll. That motherfucker starts doing all types of shit he has no business doing. Now, all the things going on in the world with the economy, healthcare, privatization of the piratisation. Why would you go and rename niggas month? I don't understand
All
that.
my life, I've known as Black
I thought you was gonna say,
Month.
all my life
no,
I had to fight.
I mean, National Black. What is it?
National American African American Month.
National African American Month.
When
That's one of his executive
okay,
orders.
for example, when you out in public and you hear a white person say, "Yeah, these African Americans," you gonna think they what?
I don't know.
Racist, right?
First of all, I don't ever hear them say these African Americans. They say
I'm
these
just
niggas.
I'm just saying, Black History Month is what I was growing up on. So that's why would he even do that?
I don't know, but I'm just
Just because he could do it.
I feel like him calling Black people African Americans is a step up from referring to us as the blacks. You know,
those
I
people.
feel like that's a minor step up.
And
but-
let's just keep it 1,000. Africans identify with being black, and some Americans don't identify with being African American. I don't identify with being African
Me
American.
neither.
I
True.
identify with being a Black American.
Well-
See, if you say African American, it almost just removes you from being an American. Think about it. I think what's happening in this country right now is fucking nuts.
yeah, it is.
And,
it is.
and I'm
Planters.
surprised there's still no revolution.
It's I feel like
No,
it's coming.
Aaliyah.
It's part of the reason why a couple of the Patriots aren't going to the White House after a team wins the Super Bowl. It is tradition that they go to the White House and they meet the president. Oh, there's a couple of players that are just like, nah, fuck that shit.
Let's
I'm
not forget
meeting
when
him.
Tom Brady skipped out on President Barack Obama's one.
Yeah, he did. And now he's going to see Trump.
Yeah. But then Giselle was in the news having said that we're not Trump supporters. I'm just like,
They are. Actually, at the Super Bowl, I ran into a lot of the Secret Service in the elevator. They're chatty Cathys. They were just talking
Were
about.
they not with the president?
Somebody in there was like clearly a rich oil tycoon. He was like, "So you're here with Pence, huh?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "So you guys going to any good after parties?" He was like, "No, we're gonna go back to DC after." Like, why are you telling the travel itinerary of the vice president?
Yeah.
He was there at the game.
yeah, the White House is basically leaking like a sieve right now. There's all kinds of people just like leaking information. It's just
Listen,
I
I
know
will
that
say,
chicken.
last night I watched CNN for probably an hour and a half. I fell asleep watching CNN. Jake Tapper got into a fight with, and for all the niggas listening, you don't know who Jake Tapper is. I understand. Just a guy on CNN got into a fight with Kellyanne Conway, who's the spokesperson for the president.
ooh, I would have loved to have seen that.
She's so good. I'm sorry. I will
is
say
very good.
She's sitting there, firing squad, shooting her with a machine gun.
Pivot.
And
She's
she
the pivot
just
queen.
Matrix and
she's
that
really good, but she did take responsibility for something last night, and she just said, "Listen, we want to have a good relationship with the media," and I almost feel sorry for her because I feel like she did her job to get him through this campaign, and I don't think she really felt he was going to win. But now she's like, "Oh shit, I got to be on the front line."
Right.
Yeah, all day long, every
All
day
day.
for the next, 4 years or until he gets impeached. If that,
She's like,
that's
I've done
what
a
happens.
million interviews, and I mean, I've literally done a million interviews. She was just like, there's nothing surprises me, but I really feel like I like her a lot, but it's unfortunate that she has to get up there and ruin her credibility for what's happening.
And her health.
But I will say it's been great comedy because SNL went all the way in with Melissa McCarthy this week. And who did she play? She played
Sean Spicer.
And did you watch it?
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get to see it.
No, it's
Is it
So
laugh out loud funny?
It's gut busting funny.
What did she
because
do?
first of all, I'm a huge Melissa McCarthy fan, and so if everybody remembers when Sean Spicer addressed the media for the first time, he came out there guns blazing. He came out there just fired up and didn't give anybody an opportunity to talk. He was basically like, "This is the way that things are going to go," and accused the media of being biased and a whole bunch of stuff. So he's already like on the offensive. He's completely antagonistic, and he's
Can I just say that he makes you hate Donald Trump even more?
No, I know he
because
does.
He's an asshole.
But here's the crazy part: is before he became press secretary
was he working at Dairy Queen?
No, he had a pretty respectable reputation. People are kind of just who know him are reported to say like.
But so did Kevin Plank, who started Under Armour. We'll
get to that a little bit.
We took it off the list. But anyway, I think anybody that gets that close to Donald Trump, whether it's Sean Spicer or Kellyanne Conway or Kevin at Under Armour, like
Tesla, anybody.
You're getting attacked, and you're losing your brand you're losing value and credibility.
Yeah. So Melissa McCarthy comes out and she didn't just imitate him. I mean, she looked like him, with the comb over slicked down. And the podium was really, really light because she would pick it up. And if a reporter tried to ask a question, she would literally bulldoze them with the podium.
But the funny part, nobody knew she was coming out. She just showed up.
I know, exactly. It was like such a surprise. And then he's got this thing about chewing gum. Well, she takes a whole pack.
He chews gum while he's speaking?
Yes, and hard. And she takes a whole pack of gum and puts it in her mouth and chews, and then she puts it. She was like, "I'm gonna get back to that." It's hilarious.
Probably improv'd it.
Well, I know we wrote about it, so I'm going to go back and watch it.
You have to.
But unfortunately, I was at the Super Bowl.
From what I heard,
to hell.
But here's the thing: from what I heard, Sean Spicer was not that upset at the depiction. not like to the level of how Donald Trump freaks out every time Alec Baldwin portrays him.
And that's why I think the greatest part about this presidency, because SNL was getting a little boring.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a really good 4 years with SNL because they hate Donald Trump and he hates them. Yeah. And what's amazing is he attacked them for having poor ratings.
Yeah.
But now their ratings are up.
Their ratings are
in 22 years
through the roof.
He hosted SNL before, which is crazy.
Yeah,
he was in the Drake Hotline video parody.
Yeah, and I think another good part about this whole thing is that there's a rumor that Rosie O'Donnell is going to come out and play who?
Steve Bannon.
That's going to be hilarious.
Yes, it is.
He's a beast.
Yes,
he's going to lose it. His Twitter feed that night, I'm going to be watching that.
No,
yeah,
I would love somebody to parody me. That's funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they haven't taken away his Twitter yet.
Nobody can.
You want to know why? Because they have said why they won't take it away. They're like, this is a way for him to express himself and to get past the fake news. Mm-hmm. The media biased. He can get around them and basically report what's actually happening. No.
So I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to be as open-minded as one of the boys at the gay club you went to the other night.
I knew you was about to say something. I was going to get you first.
I mean, listen, the fact that you sent me that video, first of all, when I first saw the video, I didn't even really look at it because I was like, what is this video? And then last night I was laying in bed, I was like, let me see the video. I'll push play, and it's a transsexual running with her tits out. And it was like... It's almost like me going home in a midget coming up from under my bed and sucking my dick. Let me just
be real for a moment.
Wait, no, what was real was those fucking nipples you put on my damn WhatsApp. That shit was disrespectful.
Listen, Sydney Starr does not look like a man. She doesn't.
So you fuck?
No, motherfucker. What I'm saying is, as a honest man in Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored, me being real, she does not look like a man. So that's how I can see why straight niggas have feeling for the cookie jar.
My friend told me the other night, and I'm not going to say his name because he would be upset, and I don't tell people's business if it doesn't profit Hollywood Unlocked. He was telling me how he had sex with a transsexual in a bathroom at a party, and he didn't know it was a transsexual.
What?
If you line up, Now, he also admitted that he had some revelations about wanting to be with a transsexual. You know what I found is that a lot of straight men will have sex with a transsexual, and I don't know what that is. Like, there's so many straight men that I meet that like transsexuals. But anyway, back to you and
People wonder why I'm single.
back to you and your affiliation with the homosexual. I can look at Sydney Starr and tell that it is a man. Now, I will say that she's a
softer
she
looking
is
man?
she is a better put together transsexual.
Okay, maybe I should say
and
that.
I don't hate her at all. I mean, shout out to Sydney doing her thing, and at least at one point we will have her on the show because I think there's a lot I need to learn about transsexuals because I don't really fuck with that part of my community.
Right.
I don't fuck with midgets, and I don't fuck with clearly
Short
niggas
people.
with little dicks either. So.
Speaking of a little person, almost. Never mind. All right, so continue.
No, so the education, I was saying a minute ago that I'm trying to be open-minded. Let me try to just paint this picture real quick and tell me if I'm off, please.
Okay.
My first job was at a pizzeria, but I got fired because I locked my boss in the freezer. But that's a long story. Actually, the reason why I got fired was because I wanted to go to an E40 concert, and I told them that my grandmother died. So I had to go to a funeral, and then they asked me to bring in proof.
Obituary.
So I created one at Kinko's, and I chose a church in Oakland because I lived in Stockton. I'm thinking I won't get caught. They called the church in Oakland.
Wow.
There was no funeral that day. I got fired, but that's why I really got fired. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that because then it'd look like I'm dishonest. Okay, so Betsy DeVoe. So my first real job was working in education at a high school that I graduated from. So now the country has an education secretary who's never ever worked in education, and they're up in arms about it. And I also worked for a nonprofit. Okay, so I also worked for a labor union. So I represented workers, like teachers have CTA, California Teacher Association, whatever. I represent workers. But I also work for a nonprofit that was involved with education reform funded by billionaires who like charter schools. So I've kind of had this experience. So I'm kind of looking at the whole thing like, okay, I am pro-union and pro-worker, and I understand teachers and teachers' tenure. When you get that tenure, you are in that job forever. You have to be killed or die to get out of your job as a teacher. With all the
Or maybe commit a crime.
Maybe not. But you have so many rights, and you're so locked into your job, and the unions have millions and millions of dollars to defend you. And when a worker gets fired, the union's under pressure to keep a person in their job because it sends a message to other union workers that your union's weak if they can't fight for you. But when I was a union leader, I was always that guy who fought for what was right. So if you hit a patient or you had a repeat offensive absenteeism, and it was all documented properly, I didn't fight for you. I kind of feel like with education being such a problem right now, you got to have some plan that is just not traditional. So I don't think she's competent based on her testimonies, but I'm not necessarily against her because she doesn't have any experience.
She thinks that guns need to be kept in schools to keep grizzly bears away.
That's the most.
Does she really believe that?
Yes.
Wow.
And she said that during her hearing.
Did she?
Yeah.
I lost that part.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me argue this. Do you think teachers should be armed in schools where kids are getting shot by mass shootings?
Absolutely. I think so.
I think that opens up a door that is just completely, that is so gnarly. I don't even know, because let's just say that
your kid is in second grade.
No. I can understand both sides of the fence, because if, let's just say a kid comes in there and it's a toy gun, teacher reacts with just immediate instinct and has a gun at their disposal and shoots the kid.
Should your kid have a toy gun at school?
Right. I get what she's saying.
Yeah.
But I think a teacher should go through the proper
Listen, I got a
training.
fucking puppy, okay? I can't watch this motherfucker all the time. You should see the shit she gets into. She still eats her fucking doo-doo.
You're talking about your dog. We're talking about children.
But what I'm saying is this is just a dog. Kids can get into shit that you just are not prepared for. They can, so yeah, your kid can find a toy gun, or a friend can give it to them or something. You can't control that kind of situation.
In Houston this weekend, I was coming back from the Super Bowl, and I got in a Uber.
I like how you keep reminding.
How'd you get in an Uber? They banned you.
I got it put on my other phone. Anyway, I'm back. Okay. The Uber guy, so there's this drunk girl in our hotel, and she's going off screaming at us for no reason. So security escorts her out. She gets out. She parks her car right in front of the Uber and refuses to move. So the Uber guy, this white guy, I'm in Texas, he gets out and he says, "Man, I'll fucking shoot you. I'll pull my gun out and shoot you right now." My whole dilemma back to the hotel was, should I report him, or will he get the report while I'm in the car? So I got back to the hotel. I didn't rate him until I got on the plane. And when I landed, I rated him and put a note. This nigga was trying to kill somebody. But anyway.
Oh my God.
I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing for teachers if they're fully trained and all that to have a protection in there. I mean, we live in a different era now where people are shooting up schools.
They were shooting in my era too.
When I was 10, I remember in Stockton, California, this guy named Patrick Purdy drove his car up to a school, blew it up. All the kids ran out, and he was on the playground with an AK and shot at like 35 people. So that, and Michael Jackson came to Stockton, paid for all the funerals, went to all the hospitals, paid all the bills. So I'm kind of looking at, I don't know. But I mean, anyway, she's in there now.
Well, the problem that most people have, well, Democrats and everybody else who's been like, you know, tweeting in and trying to call, you know, the hotlines to Congress and express, you know, their skepticism at her appointment is because of the fact that she's never gone to public school. She doesn't know shit about it. She's like a billionaire's daughter married to another billionaire. She's completely unqualified. And
so is Donald Trump.
No, I know that, but exactly. So it was a historic, like all night kind of basically all out fight on the Senate floor. And when the Democrats were trying to, you know, basically plead their case as to why this woman should not be confirmed, no Republicans showed up.
Well, 2 Republicans voted.
Yeah, they did.
In support of the Democrats' position on it. But Elizabeth Warren called for one more Republican, couldn't get it. So it was 50-50. And the vice president, who sits in the Senate, was the tie-breaking vote in support of her. Which, again, if it was a Democrat, we wouldn't be arguing because that's kind of how it goes. We know that they're running shit right now.
And they basically told Elizabeth Warren to have a seat.
But that wasn't for that. She got seated because she spoke up on the confirmation hearing of Sessions, who will be the leader of the Department of Justice. Yeah. And she was handed a letter from Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King's wife, who had written a letter years ago saying, please don't appoint him as a judge. And when she went to read it, they banned her for that. She was like, damn, we're not going to even consider Coretta Scott King in the Senate. When I heard her say that, it made me really think about how fucked up it is right now in this country for people of color. And I'm not just saying black people.
Everybody.
Mexicans, Iranians, anything that has a little shade of, unless you're orange.
And you see how Donald Trump kicked he was Russian, some guy that stood up to ask him a question and kicked his ass clean out. He said, "You're not from my country."
Who, in the media?
Yes.
Did he really?
Yes.
Did you see
you're talking about during the campaign?
No, this just happened like 3 days ago.
He kicked him out of the White House.
No, he kicked him out of the brief media room. He stood up to ask a question. He heard an accent and kicked him out.
No, there's footage of Donald Trump.
Wait, hold on. It's not funny, but it's almost like literally we're watching the worst reality show of our life. Because think about it, Obama couldn't have did half the shit that's happening right now.
A quarter of it,
you know,
an eighth of it,
and the difference between Obama and Donald isn't just that everything Obama did was amazing. It's the fact that like
now you out turning up.
Obama led with diplomacy.
Yeah,
you know, he led with respecting everybody equally. He had a very clear, focused strategy, you know, whether it was focusing on Osama bin Laden or saving the housing market or, you know, restoring our economy, withdrawing our troops, instituting healthcare,
fixing unemployment,
making it. Oh, I'm running for mayor in 4 years. You know, making niggas like me able to get married. Although I'm not going to get married anytime soon.
It's probably not going to happen under, you know, Trump's administration. They're trying to dial that shit back.
That's okay, because I was laying in bed recently with somebody, and I said. And I said to myself, okay, I know in 5 to 7 years, I'm telling y'all right now, remember this. I know I'm going to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I know it.
Come on, claim it in Jesus' name.
No, it's already on its way.
Hallelujah.
We got a deposit coming in on Monday.
Hey, come on.
And so I look at like, okay, I'm looking at my future investment in terms of the person that I'm going to be with. Now, I can get you shoes, I can get you meals, I can get you trips, I can invest in your brand or whatever you want to do, maybe even a car at some point, but give you half of what I got if we don't work out? No. I'm going to prison for murder.
You heard it here first, folks.
You would show up to that court date.
You would not show up to divorce court on me. It'd be some niggas outside your house. It'd be like a police escort, but it would just be a nigga escort right from your house to the airport. Get on that plane and go.
Yeah, I couldn't do half either.
Well, you're going to go half because you're getting married, right?
Yeah, I'm getting married, but I don't have to. I mean, I don't have to.
Prenup.
I'm getting that prenup. Because I know what I have in store for me, too. Fuck.
What if your girl goes to your phone and sees this video of a tranny with her tits
I
out?
showed it to her.
Oh, that's awesome.
I showed it to her. I was like,
Well,
man,
then
look at this.
that's the woman you need to marry, because I'm telling you right now, one of my niggas come home with a tranny. in
Let
his
me tell you
phone. It's a
something. I
problem.
did not know them chesticles. Let's move on. Let's proceed forward.
So you were looking at them. You were evaluating them. I mean, because at the end of the day, they're tits, right?
That laugh.
No, it's just
that
so
was-
funny because
that was guilt and discomfort.
No,
it was.
listen,
So when you were looking at the tits, were you saying, you were looking at Sydney Starr's tits going, I'd probably take that down. I can get away with that.
let me tell you something.
My niggas would understand if I hit that.
Keeping it G real.
Yeah, of course.
I looked at her. I said,
at
them
Melissa's
titties don't
face.
look fake. That's what I said. Them titties don't look fake.
Them titties look faker than
No, they don't.
You touched them, didn't you?
No, don't push
Them
it.
titties look faker than
No.
this hairline I got over here.
No, let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of fake titties. I could spot some fake titties.
So you would have sucked on those and thought
No,
they were real.
I didn't. Let's move on. Let's just move on.
I think we found a compelling part of our interview right now.
It's just so funny because, okay, for example, like when you
are now Kellyanne Conway. Can you answer the goddamn question?
Let's say Melissa came to my house.
Wait,
Say I came to Melissa's house.
Is over there choking like she's on Pornhub.com.
This is what happened. This is natural. Say I came to Melissa's house for some odd reason. We was getting ready for a gala, all three of us. I took a shower.
I just happened to be naked.
And I took a shower at the house, right? And she comes in and she sees me naked. She's automatically gonna look down. That's just the human way.
First of all, if Melissa lets you in her house in her shower, I'm gonna have a lot of concerns about that.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, if my towel fell, she's gonna look down at my dick.
Hypothetically, if you were in my house, let's switch it up. Hypothetically, if you were in my house and you got the shower and your dick was hanging, would I look? Probably. So I understand. Now I really, okay, I get it. I get it. Because you were using an analogy of somebody that wouldn't be interested in it. Okay, so when you first looked at her tits, did you say to yourself, I could suck those and my niggas would understand?
I looked and said, they don't look like fake titties. Like this, them look like real titties.
Therefore, that may not be a man that they're attached to.
You know what? Let's
okay. Well, like I said, once you had a dick, I don't care if you cut it off or tuck it between your legs. Whether you use masking tape or a razor blade, that motherfucker's still a man.
So I'm just learning.
Yes, I
Is
agree.
Sydney? We're talking about Sydney Starr.
Sydney Starr.
Okay. Did she get the?
And apparently, my boy that fucked the tranny in the bathroom, he let her grab his dick. He let it grab his dick and put it in whatever it put it in. So that orifice was not a vagina, clearly, because the motherfucker still is pre-op.
Oh man!
And so his homeboys had to tell him it was a tranny. But I told him, nigga,
That's a
you knew
tranny.
it was a tranny.
Right.
I mean,
Because I could look at, I'm telling you, I look at him and I go, that's a nigga right
I
there.
mean, I feel like if you have a vagina, it will be the first place you put a penis, right? But if you,
I fucked a girl.
I'm going in the
I
mouth first.
fucked a girl that I knew was a man. Remember I told you the story?
yes.
The only reason I knew that this was not a man is it was super wet and I got really concerned really fast.
So it was.
What?
I told y'all the story.
It was behind there.
I felt like a minion right then.
Let's go back. Let's go. What'd you say?
I said I felt like a minion right there. What?
Okay, let's go back. Let me tell the story because this is for educational purposes.
Say fuck our hot topics.
No, this is
We'll get back to them.
okay. I had a Christmas party. I owned a huge house and I invited 50 of the most beautiful gay men in Northern California. Like when I say beautiful, like I handpicked them, called them, cancel Christmas, you're coming to my house, I'm having a party. I went and bought, I couldn't find any food and I didn't know how to cook, so I went to Jack in the Box and I bought 200 tacos for $100. And I bought cheesecakes, okay? And I went to the liquor store and I created my own bar. My aunt owned a liquor store at the time, Pat's Liquors in Stockton. I owned a bunch of liquor, set up a bar, and I put Christmas lights around my house and I had my air freshener. My shit was lit. It was fully furnished. My shit was hot, okay? So I invite all these guys, whatever, and I had been talking to this guy for a little bit from Modesto. I lived in Stockton. So this person comes to my house and this is back before I am now. Now it's pretty much, are we fucking or not? Like, let's save a lot of time because I'm busy building an empire. Back then, it was like I had a good career so I can invest a little time and get to know you. At least a month or two.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, I fucked a lot of people. Okay, so, no, because I remember one day I was driving from Stockton trying to count how many people I had sex with. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm sitting there. So this person, so now I'm drunk. I'm drunk. This is back when I used to drink, I used to drink everything. Mad Dog 2020. I was fucked up. Damn, it was Cisco. I was on some dirty shit. Probably even a little Henny too on the way up the stairs. So I go upstairs and I call the person. I go, come upstairs in my room. I had Tommy Hilfiger room. I had red, blue, and white walls. I had red, blue sheets. I had everything was fucking decked out. Big high bed, comfortable mattress, sturdy headboard. Actually on handcuffs at the time too, because I was a probation officer, so I would just handcuff.
Oh wow.
Okay, so this person comes up there, and so I'm fucking drunk or whatever. Of course, I'm not too drunk because I find the condom. I put the condom on, turn the lights all the way off, so it's super dark. Everybody's partying downstairs. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get some real quick and go back to the party. And we go to have sex. Now this person has little light hair on their chest because I don't like a lot of hair. Little hair is okay. What you got going on is Taco Tuesday. Not interested. So I go to stick I didn't go to stick. I stuck my dick in. And we're fucking, but it's just super, so I reach around to grab the dick and there's no dick there.
Okay, now I remember. Yes.
But it's a dude.
Yes, in revert. No, it's a tranny in the opposite way.
It was a woman transitioning to become a man.
Oh. Yes.
But she didn't tell me. I mean, facial hair, deeper voice. I was talking to the love of my life.
Like a pretty boy, huh?
Super pretty.
Very pretty.
Obviously, very pretty.
So once I didn't feel that, a lot of things go through your mind really fast. So I hopped out and turned the light on. I was like, what the fuck are you? Fucking E.T.?
So you
gotta get the fuck out of here. E.T. Go home.
You was inside a poom poom.
Yeah, I've been in pussy before. It ain't brand new to me. Just like dicks. I mean, listen.
Hey, you gonna cut that shit the fuck out.
Listen, I don't want our audience to think that Gio's gay. We have a lot of fun banter on this show.
That one went over my head until a second after.
I'm okay with saying that I know what a ho-ho tastes like and I know what a dick tastes like.
I just know what a poom poom tastes like and her ass tanked.
Oh God, the two of you.
So you stuck your dick in a woman's ass.
Yeah.
And you then put it in her mouth. Could she kiss you?
If
that's gay as fuck.
No.
Cause you gonna be tasting shit even in the shit in her ass.
First off, if before my just look. And prior to my girl, like if she wasn't dushing her asshole,
dick in your ass.
She wasn't dushing, I wasn't fucking in her ass if she wasn't dushing her asshole.
Every single time I'm on this show and we go down this road, I marvel at just how vanilla I am. Okay,
she said marvel and vanilla.
Our listeners are tired of you acting like back in your video days. You wasn't big pimping on the yacht, getting shot in the back.
Well, here's the thing for all of you fucking idiots that need to think that because I did videos
you've never had anal sex, not once.
Never.
She's attempted.
Yeah, and no.
Okay, have you ever done it with a vibrator? Have you ever tried it with a vibrator? Say, okay, let me see if I can stick this in my ass real quick.
A vibrator doesn't go in anything.
Yes, it does.
She's talking about dildo.
Oh shit,
yeah,
same shit.
Right.
It's not the same shit. I hate dildos.
I bought all my boyfriends vibrating dildos. So it's 2 for 1. I remember the time I
had a dildo that I could hook up to my iPod and it would vibrate to the beat of my music.
Beat it. I remember when I first brought my boyfriend home. This was Josh. I brought, my whole family just found out Josh, my friend, was my boyfriend. Okay, whatever. So I remember bringing him home this vibrator dildo. And I said, he was like, man, I'm not with all that. I'm not with all that shit. I went away to Miami for a weekend. Came back, that motherfucker had dead batteries and everything.
He was strung out on it.
That motherfucker, that became his baby. Toto, get Toto. Okay, can we get back? Let's get to some music and then. Okay, so we're done. So
we're done.
Before we leave, let's just clarify.
Gio's not gay.
No.
Okay.
That's still on the table.
Okay.
We know that.
If you stuck your dick in your girl's ass and then put it in her mouth and kissed her, does that make you gay?
If it was for the first time, I wouldn't. But I told you I have to prep them. I have to dish their asshole for at least 2-3 months prior to us
2-3 months?
Yeah. Make sure all the dingleberries is clean.
You sound ridiculous.
It's the truth.
Nobody watching the show right now understands your rationale to that question.
And stop saying douche.
What is it?
Douche, okay? And that's no, it's not. And also, when it comes to your asshole, it's called an enema, not a douche, okay? Fucking douche.
Well, and for the gay community, we refer to that as fleet. Anyway, I haven't heard of it.
No. We didn't get to clarify something. For all you motherfuckers that really need to go to bed and think that I fucking had to do shit while I was up. No. I became the highest paid video girl for a fucking reason because I said no a lot.
Who did you say no to?
Every goddamn buddy.
Name one.
No, I'm not doing that.
This is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. I'm telling y'all better stop. Y'all gotta stop with these. Y'all gotta stop with these.
I'll be open with mine.
Y'all gotta stop with this in my head about my brand.
Okay,
The
fine.
brand-
Okay, fuck it. Fine.
Okay,
Usher.
Usher tried to hit it. What'd you say?
No.
Why? What video was this on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? The video was like, yeah, I knew.
Wait. How did
his chain
he?
around
Wait,
you.
because we've all seen Usher's shortcomings. I mean, I'm sorry, his picture of his dick.
I haven't seen it.
When Usher came to you and said,
No. I'll give you the whole scenario.
Okay, go ahead. Paint that picture.
I was actually not even supposed to be in the video. So I came to the video set just to see a bunch of my friends that were, X was directing, and I knew the AD. I knew everybody. So I just came to hang out, and then as I was leaving, X was like, okay, so what would it take to get you in the video? I'm like, why? And he was like, well, Luda wants you to be his girl in the video. And I was just like, pay my fucking rate. And my rate was specific at that time. And he was just like, okay. And so then I started to get dressed. They sent me to wardrobe. And funny enough, Usher's ex-wife, who wasn't his wife at the time,
there.
she was the stylist at the time.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Shit.
So no, nothing happened.
No,
Nothing
that's
happened. It was
just
just,
weird.
it was
But
just
he was trying to hit it while he was married?
No,
this
they
is
weren't
way
married
before.
yet. This
okay.
is when their relationship was still very quiet. And so I don't know what happened, but I guess Usher saw me and he was just like, okay, I want her to be my girl. So they were like, all right, Melissa, so you're not going to be Luda's girl anymore. You're going to be Usher's girl in the video. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Just pay my rate and I want to wear that dress. And so that's basically it. So the end of the video is when I come into the picture. So he's dancing with this girl all night long and then he sees me and then it's the whole come hither with the finger and blah, blah, blah. And then
I like that part.
This was in the video.
This is in the video, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Got the smoky eyes.
Yeah, and then we're like in this hallway, and I push him up against the wall, and the whole time that we're kind of doing this, he was like, "Can I kiss you? Can I kiss you?" I was like, "Don't you fucking dare! I have a man at home, and I'm not trying to go home to a beatdown. All right, stay the fuck in your lane." That was basically it. Like he was a gentleman
he asked
about
for
it.
a kiss. He didn't ask to hit it.
I mean, okay, well then fine. It was a kiss. I'm sure he wanted it to lead elsewhere.
All that for that boring ass ending, man.
Sorry, I told you I'm vanilla.
Anyway, back to the glasses. Continue.
Okay,
on.
so let's just move on. So Omarosa and her bridesmaids got attacked. What happened?
Yeah, so they were shopping in Nordstrom's, which is also in the news because they've dropped Ivana Trunk's line of clothes and jewelry and shoes, et cetera, et cetera. Ivanka. Sorry, my bad. Ivanka. Did I say Ivanka?
You said
You said
Ivana.
Ivana.
Oh, my bad. All right, Ivana
all right.
Ivanka. Same
Proceed.
shit, different pile.
You said privatization, so we've already forgiven you for the day.
Yeah.
You got one whole forgiven hall pass.
Yeah, you got a lifeline.
Your
Continue.
grammatical hall pass covers you for the rest of the day.
Continue.
I won't even let myself live that down,
You
okay?
shouldn't.
Oh, fuck you, man.
No, thank you. I don't do vagina. Anyway, go ahead.
Uh-oh, don't cough too much.
Sorry, I'm dying here. I'm dying. Okay, so Omarosa was shopping with her bridesmaids, and she was in Nordstrom's, and she was in like the DC area, and then these two women started to heckle her, basically followed her around the store, and were calling her basically like Trump whore, et cetera, et cetera. And so
I feel so sorry.
so there was like some tipster who saw this happening, and so they've relayed the event to media, and so they reportedly said that Omarosa told Nordstrom security, "These fat ladies won't stop following me."
Were they black?
Doesn't say.
Okay.
It doesn't say if they were black, but they were calling. I'm gonna
have to
go
be
out on a
black.
limb and
I'ma
say that
say,
they were
yeah.
black, and they were calling her Trump whore. And girl, shit. I'm sorry.
Omarosa, you need to get out the White House for a weekend and come and do our damn show.
Yeah, man. You and
Yeah.
them cheekbones.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, Omarosa is a beautiful
Yeah,
black
I
woman.
think
I
she
mean,
really
you're going to
is.
hate on her. I just, the Omarosa that I know knows how to stay in the news. And right now, she has figured out how to stay in the news. For the next 4 years, she's going to be in the news.
I mean, everybody could be in the news, but I mean, people
She's
take
in the news
L's.
the way she's in the news the way she wants to be.
She wants
in
to
the
be
news.
controversial. She's
Yeah.
a controversial person. If you think about Wendy Williams' most memorable show, it's when her and Wendy got into it.
Yeah.
That was Michael Clark Duncan's fiance, huh?
She
Rest in
was
peace.
dubbed the most hated reality star of all time.
Speaking of reality star, tomorrow on the show, the next show that you'll be seeing, because it ain't going to be tomorrow, it's going to be in a couple days, it's going to be New York, we have Tiffany Pollard from I Love New York and Flavor Flav. She's hilarious.
I
I
can't
love
wait to
her.
see her.
She's
breasts.
nervous.
Is she?
She was like, Jason, I love, and this is my girl. Like, this is fam. She was like, I have to be honest with you. I'm really nervous about your show. I'm like, the show is not that bad.
I
It's
feel
just
like she a real I feel like a homegirl, like a.
But she just had a miscarriage, and then she, has gone through a lot. And so, yeah, I mean, she's uncomfortable about what we're going to talk about. But I told her she'll be fine. We're going to talk about everything.
I'm gonna have Chance pop up on her.
No, don't do that.
I'm just playing.
No.
Don't do that.
We want to make her. We
I
want to
know,
keep
I
her
know,
a
I
friend
know.
to the
I'm
show.
playing, I'm
Don't make her
playing.
fucking uncomfortable.
playing.
You
Okay,
ass.
so look, let's talk about Beyonce. And we have to talk about Beyonce at least once a show.
Of course we do.
Beyonce's in the news because she's being sued for $20 million.
Yes.
I didn't hear about this.
Well,
What happened there?
It's this local celebrity back home who was slain about
Back home where?
I was about to get there. New Orleans, named Messi Maya. He was
Wait, hold on. Sidebar. Whose back home is it? She's not from New Orleans.
well, no, back home in his hometown of New Orleans.
Who's his?
Messi Maya.
What?
Are you getting it?
No. Back home would be where you're from.
Well, back in his
Or
hometown.
no.
Messi
you wouldn't
Maya
even
sounds like
use
a girl.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna.
He don't know shit.
He's a
Okay,
guy.
at the
But
end of the
continue.
day, back home is where you're from.
Okay, that's right. Let me reframe. So we all know the song Formation. There's an opening that says, I like cornbread and collard greens, baby. Well, that comes from a guy named by the name of Messi Maya, who was from New Orleans, who was slain and gunned down a few years ago. So the family of Messi Maya is suing Beyonce for that sample that they used of the late Messi Maya's voice.
Okay.
Actually, that was Big Frida though.
But that's why they're claiming that it was Messi Maya. So
Everybody trying to get paid. Listen, Queen B ain't got. She got twins on the way. She got to put some money aside for education. She ain't worried about that.
Well, shoot, she's fucking a demigod. I don't think her kids are gonna go to school. Do Blue
What-
go to
what is
school?
a demigod?
That means like she's just fucking Super Saiyan and shit. Yeah, like
Her kids are gonna go to school.
I think Blue's getting like privately tutored.
It doesn't matter. They're going to school.
I don't think they're going to school.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're gonna go to a public school. But there are celebrity kids that go to public school. Floyd's daughter went to a public school.
Yeah,
His 3 kids go to public school.
mine go to public school.
What?
My daughter goes to public school.
Did you go to public school?
Yes, I did.
Then maybe her kids shouldn't go to public school. You are not the best advocate for that today. I still want to know if you would kiss your girlfriend after she sucked a shitty dick, but whatever. Okay, so let's just move on. So listen, when I was younger, my mother couldn't afford daycare, so we just stayed at home alone.
Oh
Oh
shit!
God.
I remember being called a latchkey kid because I had the little key around my neck.
I was a latchkey
yeah.
kid.
I really was.
I was.
Boy, I did.
Is that
Anyway,
your generation?
Yeah, I was born in '85. Girl.
45.
I'm not 45. I'm 31.
Anyhow, there's a woman in the news who worked at a daycare. We couldn't afford daycares when I was growing up. My mother was a single mom. She had a lot going on in her life. She had a job. She was a prostitute. She had drugs. Anyway, so she didn't have a lot. That was a joke. We're gonna start over. Sorry. My mom's dead. I shouldn't be making jokes like that anyway. So
Jesus.
okay. Fuck it, we're back. We're back and we're talking about daycares. When I was younger.
Yeah.
Are you guys with me?
I'm
Yes,
with you.
yes. Daycare. You couldn't afford it.
I didn't say that yet. This is take 3, but yes, we couldn't afford it.
It makes me feel a lot
so
better
there's a
now.
woman. What makes you feel a lot
The
better?
fact that I'm not the only one flubbing lines.
Oh my God.
Flubbing, is that a word?
I
yes,
made it up.
actually.
You
no,
ever seen the
no,
movie?
it's actually a word.
Thank you.
The movie
I'm
what?
bad.
Flubber? Was there a movie called Flubber?
Yeah.
That's a stupid fucking movie. Okay.
God damn.
Anyway, so
Daycare.
there was a woman fired from a daycare who breastfed another woman's child after she was told that she couldn't.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This happened in North Carolina.
Would you fire the woman? I mean, should she
Press
be fired?
charges. Yes.
Yeah, the woman whose child it was is hoping that the police press charges. As of right now, I don't think that that's happened.
Yeah.
But what if the baby just wanted to suck on a little titty the way you want to suck
I
on
knew
Cindy
you was about. I
Stars?
knew you was about to go there. I mean, you don't know what the hell that woman is in her diet of her breast milk. You don't know what she's
There
been
is
drinking.
no motherfucking way
yeah.
I would let another woman breastfeed my child.
Apparently,
No.
the baby was lactose intolerant, ended up in the hospital.
Oh.
Well, see, now there's the reason why. You don't just put a fucking
Titty.
baby on your titty and just say, go to town.
Is that considered child molest?
No, but here's the
Is that considered child
No,
molest?
it's not.
Okay, so if someone would have put the little kid on somebody's dick to suck it.
Yeah, that is child molestation, of
So,
course.
okay, I'm gonna ask you a question because I'm tired of double standards in America.
Okay, no. Whoa. Hold on one second. It's not a double standard.
That's really not,
It's not a double
Jason.
standard. Breasts have been sexualized by men when in actuality they're fucking utility.
Take your shirt and your bra off right now.
I am not
Only
going to
thing
do that
makes
because
it
I have
sexy-
no children right
Only
now.
thing that makes it sexy
No.
on the titty is the nipple. If
No,
you didn't have
hold
no
on.
nipple,
We're
nobody
not
would worry
talking about
that.
whether or not a titty is sexy. Because if that's the
What do
case,
sexy nipples look
if
like?
that's the case, we can pull our dicks out, lay them on the table, and then judge who has a sexy dick. But we ain't gonna do that either.
Oh.
But look, my question is, when you go to have sex with a woman, allegedly,
Fuck you, Jason. Yes, I do.
do you suck on their titties?
But-
Yeah, goddamn right.
Look
Okay,
how he's hugged up on me right now. Like
Nah,
what the
he trying to flee. He trying to flee the flurry of flubbery fucking shit.
Yes, continue.
So you suck on a woman's titties.
Yeah.
So that's sexual.
Yeah.
So if some woman is putting her breast in her child's mouth, that's not sexual. Her child's
I'll
mouth.
be
But
lustfully
if
licking.
a woman goes and puts her breast in another child's mouth, why is that not sexual?
because of the intention behind the act.
She wanted her titty sucked.
Oh, then that's a sexual.
So
Hold on.
you ain't never had a dog or a cat. Just
Hold
let
on.
him lick your
Listen.
dick?
This is not a 3-year-old child. It's not even a 1-year-old child. This is a 3-month-old child.
Okay.
The,
That couldn't fight for themselves.
Yeah, I
And
don't-
the way that the law works, if you are 0 to 14, it's called molest. If you are engaged in what's called a sexual act.
Can we just stop calling it molest? It's
It
called
is-
molestation.
No.
Yes, that's fucking right, people. That's right.
And at least you're getting your testations right.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
so you don't think that that's child molestation?
I don't think that it's child molestation at all. I think that she was wrong because she didn't know what the child's health history was and the fact that he was lactose intolerant and she caused him harm.
The child's health history was not sucking on your fucking titty.
I think the baby was probably just at a need of crying food, and she thought the only way was
I'm really
to put it to breastfeed.
listen.
Like a
Here's
natural
what
mom.
I'm totally
No,
confused
that wasn't
about.
a black mama because she would have died.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. What I'm kind of confused about is whether or not the daycare worker has young children of her own, because after a while, women stop lactating. So how was she able? I can't just put a baby on my titty and just say, go to town. It's not going to happen. I'm not producing milk because I'm not pregnant, haven't been pregnant.
It acquired a cry though.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What? I'm just saying.
He just gave me the most creepy
I don't-
fucking stare at you from
Melissa,
the squat rack look.
You know I love you and
ever.
respect you. I would never look at you like that
You
on the
did- it
weekend.
was-
But listen, that's just probably to quiet a baby up. I mean, you don't have to have
I
lactation.
would never put my titty in a baby's mouth to quiet it up. I would
Well,
sooner
the mother
put it
of
in a chair and
the-
let it hold onto my vibrator.
The mother of the baby. Yeah. I'm surprised y'all found jokes in this child molestation.
Fuck you.
The mother of this child wants her convicted, and I agree. She should go to jail.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Okay. Well, there we all stand.
I couldn't imagine somebody making me suck some foreign titty when I was a baby. Then again, the baby doesn't even know that it actually happened, right?
Yeah.
I think that the criminal charges should be child endangerment, just because of the fact that he was lactose
Depends on
intolerant.
how big the titty was.
No, just because he was lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
That's what I think that
I
she
agree
should
with
be.
that.
I
she
think
should
that
be
was
arrested
child
for.
rape, and she should go to jail. Okay.
That will open up. That would become such a slippery
Well,
slope.
here goes another slippery slope. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God. Woman gives a 4-year-old head on Periscope and goes to jail. Now, was that child molestation?
Oh,
Duh.
what?
Yeah.
Maybe she was trying to resuscitate
Her
him.
name is India Kirky. India Kirky.
Maybe she was
20-year-old.
trying to resuscitate him.
Resuscitate him through his penis?
That's how I get resuscitated.
Jason,
sake, I can't
on a
with this
serious
guy.
note, they're claiming that this girl, she's 20 years old, she's from Ohio, India Kirksey, and she has mental problems, but they're
Apparently
trying to still throw her in jail for sucking a little.
She should go to
40-year-old
jail.
boy. I concur, she should, but she put it on Periscope. A woman in Texas saw it, and that's how the parents got the tip.
Why? Why did she put it on Periscope? Has anybody talked to this girl?
She has mental problems.
Yeah, allegedly. Because
I'm sorry.
Black people when
Every
they go to
once in
jail.
a while, I try to make logic out of crazy. I don't know why. It's a thing.
When black people get caught for something, they go to jail and claim insanity, try to get off.
That is so racist.
It's not racist. It's facts.
Well, either way,
is she
keep your
black?
hands off
Yes,
children.
she's black.
Now listen, I'm involved with somebody who's 21 right now. I'm 39. Technically,
that's
I'm
child
18 years
yeah,
older. That's not
that's
child
child
molestation. That's not child molestation. Although I will say, what'd you say?
Nothing.
No, what is
It's
it?
inappropriate.
Is it inappropriate?
You're getting older, Jason, but your tastes are staying the same.
Wait, let's talk about it. Okay. Is it inappropriate for me to be with a 21-year-old man?
I have issues with my male friends who are like, in their late 30s, like 39 to 40 and above, dating 19 and 20 and 21-year-olds. I really
Why?
fucking do. Because, she was she just got out of diapers, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you that you cannot be with somebody like who like can have a reciprocal kind of conversation with you about,
Fucking
same,
don't involve conversation.
I was just about to say that. Ain't no man, they trying to get that nut bush.
We're not. We're not laying up talking about investing in the stock market, right? We're investing in Foot Locker and Golden Corral. But seriously, what is there goes the double standard?
You take them to Golden Corral?
No, I don't go to buffets.
Look, men like to have arm
do
candy.
buffets.
Like they like to be like, yo, man, that chick. Like older man.
I don't even do it for arm candy.
I'm talking about.
I'm not dating a 21-year-old.
Oh, okay. So grown men, older men, 40s or whatever, date younger women because you feel that they want to have that young piece on their arm as a trophy. Is that why men do it? I don't know.
That's one of the reasons why I feel like I would do it if I didn't marry my girl.
So what is your issue?
That's always his
What is your
disclaimer,
issue
though.
with older men having affairs with younger people?
Okay, it's not really just an issue because it's not really my business. It's just, I just kind of feel like it just kind of says something to me in terms of where they are mentally and what they're not able to kind of
So where do you
deal
think
with.
I am mentally?
In fucking Candyland, man.
You think so?
Oh yeah, you love to play.
WB.
I look at it like
still got the
this.
frog on your
Okay,
child.
so
You're like Larry Flint to me. That's who.
no, first
Yeah.
of all,
Wow.
that was
Is that the movie Woody Harrelson
No,
played?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Okay, Harry Flint,
Larry Flint.
Harry Berry. That motherfucker was a pervert. I'm not a pervert.
Why was he a pervert?
Huh?
Why was he a pervert? Because he distributed what? Adult.
Why? I don't know, but why
Magazines with
why
adult
not?
content?
Okay, but look at Hugh Hefner. He's like 90 with 20
I know, that's a good
I
point.
said, yeah.
See,
That's
but
a
once
different
again, that's just
situation.
arm candies, and he got more than one wife.
I'm saying this now. Earlier, I claimed that
Like, he has more than one girlfriend.
Earlier, I said I prophesized over my life that I will have hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm telling you, I'm going to build the biggest bed in my house, and I'm gonna have 10 Dominicans laying in that motherfucker every night.
It's gonna be smelling like fucking Jamaica breeze and platanos in that motherfucker.
No,
I was in the Versace mansion. There's a bed in there that's like 10 feet across. It's fucking huge.
I would live in that.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
Why do you like Dominican boys so much?
I just
They're
like
hairless.
No, that's not necessarily why, because there's some that have hair too, but it's good hair. It's still hair. I like
A lot of them need visas.
I like light skin.
hilarious.
I like light skin. Oh, for those who are watching the show, this is my straight friend in the background. So
Because
I don't even want people to start saying, because every time you look right here, there's somebody
Who's in the
right?
bag? Who's in the bag?
I always get messages like, "Why he get the?" So I like light skin guys. Period. If you look at most of my friends, no disrespect. Everybody look alike.
Yeah,
I just like being around that. That's what I like.
I feel that.
Okay. All right.
my
Hey,
opinion.
whatever floats your boat, dude. Whatever floats your boat. Ain't nothing floating mine
and
right
plus, the LA right now.
Maybe I'm just jealous.
LA is a city. Just for those of you that aren't here, LA is a city where everybody here is chasing something. Everybody's chasing something, fame, being a model, or actor, or everybody's chasing.
all
So I find like even the people, unless they're at my age and very successful, it's a whole different. It's like I'm talking to a person 35 and 40 who's still chasing something. I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Somebody young, they just want to have a good
this
time.
mixtape, dog. I think this one's the one.
I'm not fucking with nobody that wants to get me a mixtape. If you come on a date with me and slide me a mixtape, you will never see me again. I swear to God.
my
and shout out
God.
to Houston. I got so many mixtapes and can you interview me's and
Wow.
and I want to be on Hollywood Unlocked.
Hey, did anybody say anything about me? Any girls? Anything like that?
No.
Nah, nobody say like y'all.
I mean, the circles that I run in, people wouldn't really know you.
Damn.
No, I'm
All
just
right.
playing. I'm playing. And to the fans that keep saying, okay, let's bring it back. Be real. The fans that keep saying we need to be nice to Giovanni. Can you please stop? Because it's insane. The amount of people
and it's comical, and you guys love it on the low. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, man.
And Gio likes to be beaten down.
That laugh. Anyway, listen, guys, it's all right because I know how to get them back. We'll just wait till we get on that TV screen. That's when I'm going to get them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where you're going to get us.
You know, I'm thinking, I was just thinking of something. I just had a random thought.
Okay.
I've never had a person in my life that I wanted so bad that I would do anything for.
Dang, that was beautiful. That came from your heart right there. Damn, bro.
No, because I'm at a point
right
now.
over there?
No, because I'm at a point in my life where I want to have something more than anything in the world. I want to have someone more than I want anything else in my life, and I don't have that.
You'll have it.
So that's why you wanted to have a baby.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Melissa has Daisy. You got somebody.
The reason who? No, she has a dog. We're talking about human life here.
Oh,
come on now.
Well, at the end of the day, somebody's gonna find somebody.
You must have sucked the wrong woman's titty when you was a kid. You had some bad milk.
I didn't get breastfed. My grandma raised me.
Ugh, I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking I want to have somebody more than I want anything in my life. Because when I was in Paris on Christmas, I remember walking down the street because Paris really is a city of love. Motherfuckers is in love. I think they just go to Paris just to be in love so they can say they was in Paris. There was this fine ass motherfucker at dinner sitting right across from me. I was actually done with dinner. I'm about to walk out, but then they walked in with their girlfriend. I stayed and ordered some fucking coffee just so I could watch. But anyway, they were like kissing, like passionately kissing. Like you could tell like they really loved each other. I don't think I've ever been in a relationship with anybody that I've wanted more than anything. Because like right now I want success more than anything.
Yeah.
In anybody.
But have you allowed your heart to really open up?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Have I allowed my heart to open up?
To allow that to come in.
Let me tell you, like I am a compassionate person about social stuff. I am not a like I texted a motherfucker the other day, was like, do you want to go to dinner or not? Because nigga, I got shit to do.
That's so romantic.
And that's probably not the type of situation that you want. But I don't have time to play games.
You got to break through that concrete.
Like I'm not gonna chase you. I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not gonna send you gifts and show up at your window. And that is not me. I don't know.
It's not you right now.
No, but is that
why are you talking
this
like
is my
fucking Devontae Swing from Jodeci for fuck's sake?
This is my love advice voice, and I'm serious.
No, I don't see myself. I mean, if there was in LA in the dating scene, motherfuckers want you to do acrobatic shit to get them. I'm not willing to do that because I know where my life is going, and I know that I want to be successful with the family and all of that, but I don't want to beg and fight and do all that to get nobody for what.
Do you think that's pride?
No.
That's just how you are.
I just think it's just like I don't think I should have to change who I am to get anybody. I don't have a problem getting anybody. I have a problem not getting over somebody.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I have a problem not wanting to stay focused on an individual.
I think once you get the desires of what your heart is as far as your success and your brand, I feel like if you had
Did you say success?
Success.
It's success.
It's success.
I feel
success.
I feel like
success. Say it. Say it with me.
Success.
Success.
Moving forward.
No, success.
Okay.
You wanted to say it, suck it. I mean, success.
Like I was saying, I feel like when you get to the point where I feel like if you had $50 million in your bank account right now, you'd be so open to just falling in love.
There goes another thing. Once I got in love in hip hop, I started becoming real close to people. Like, I'm going to use this situation for what I want it to be. Like, because the people start, like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, friends that I've been cool with for years, that I've let sleep on my couch, that I've given money to, that I've taken on trips, that I've done shit for, done dirt with, are switching up now. Because of something that I have no control about. I mean, I have no control over my career in terms of like your perception of where I'm at with it. I'm going to always be me. But it does make you a little... I understand now a lot of how you've been with people and how celebrity friends of mine have been with people. I understand it now because you're almost like, damn, why is this person so fake? It's not that they're fake. People got to protect their interests. They got to safeguard their hearts, their money, their careers. They got to safeguard their brands. Motherfuckers will come in, get in your shit for a day and just destroy everything because you let them in.
This is true.
So, and we're going to wrap. So I just want to give a real quick shout out. shout out to the French Montana who showed me a lot of love in Houston. I was walking through the strip club. He saw me, called me over. He said, congratulations on everything you're doing. I said, cool. He said, I really respect you. And I said, thank you. You know, and Hollywood is just like you shake somebody's hand and you walk away real quick. And he grabbed my hand. He said, no, I just want to tell you, I'm not like everybody else that says they respect you because they're afraid of what you write about them. I respect how you're building your brand like I respect you. Take my number. Gave me his number. He was cool. He was really respectful. So shout out to French Montana. And shout out to Bow Wow. I had a good time with Bow Wow at the Maxim party. I brought Floyd in.
Who shot Moss?
Yeah, we shut the party down. The funny thing is, and Bow Wow said he'll come on our show, so I'm going to invite him for next week. But as I'm sitting there at Bow Wow's table, I see Erica Mena, his ex, next to him at another table, and she's looking at me like, "What the fuck you do at the table?" So I go to her table. Now I'm back and forth between Bow Wow and Erica Mena's table, trying to make everybody happy. But Erica says she wants to come on the show too, so just reminded myself I need to reach out to him. But anyway,
you got anybody you want to say shout out to, Miss Ford?
No.
Okay.
No. Shout out to our audience for being so faithful and listening to us talk all this shit all day long.
Yeah, and I'm excited because we're supposed to be shooting this pilot next week. I don't know if I'm really ready for next week. I feel like I need to have a couple more conversations because I really want it to be perfect because I think the way we built our audience, we started with no followers to like thousands of subscribers and people who are interested, and I want it to be right. So yeah, we'll figure it out, but hopefully a week or so.
Yeah. Yeah, and just, thank you once again, just to piggyback off Miss Ford. Thank you for watching and rocking with us, y'all. And shout out to Level 52.
You should give a shout out to Sydney Star.
Shout out to Sydney, go to Hell Star.
Shout out to Sydney Star. I know we talked a lot of shit today. We will have you on the show at some point.
Yes, thank you.
And can you please tell your fans that we don't attack you and that we don't think that you're gay for real. Like it's comedic banter.
Listen, guys, you have to understand, like, it's love, man. It's love, guys.
Okay, right. You didn't deny it. So we gave you your chance. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next show.
Bye everybody.